I
I don't know.
I'm not keeping track. We're just doing it. I don't know what number we're doing until I upload it.
All right. Well, welcome to TBR with Megan and Jake this week.
Just TBR.
TBR
It's
together.
not together this week. We are separate TBRs.
Actually, we're super together this week because I've only really read our book.
It's only
It's
only together.
We're only together.
This is episode 12 or 13.
We'll figure out.
We'll fix it in post.
Well, I'm Megan. That's Jake.
Yes.
Do you want to share anything? You finished Goldfinch last week.
Yeah, I haven't read anything else. I was going to get into The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, but
What's that about?
Devils? Monsters? I don't know. Not reading it. That was what I spun on my personal wheel on my phone, but that was before we got into the fragile threads of fragile powers and threads of fragileness.
Schwab.
Yeah. And I didn't realize how intense it was going to be because I feel like, this is much more true. I guess that doesn't just sound right. More fantasy, high fantasy, that type of thing versus the other ones that we've read. Because it's probably most likely a problem in my mind that when I think of E.E. Schwab, first thing I do think of is Addie LaRue, which I'm sure you do the same thing, versus Vicious and Vengeful being her, because those are the only three of hers that we've read. And then we're, right?
I also
Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. Yeah, I haven't done that one yet. But to then jump into this one, it's night and day, the difference of how much there truly is. So,
and I would say, I know you haven't read it. I don't know if you're going to or not, but Bury Your Bones is very like Addie LaRue-esque because it's like vampires in modern day times, where like Addie LaRue was like a woman that made a deal with the devil and lives forever in modern times. So it was very similar vibes, just more characters and that. So yeah, no, this is a very intense and V.E. Schwab, for those of you who don't know, is a very nothing. Is a very character-driven author. Like, she has really good plots. I really enjoy her books, but I would say they're very heavy character forward. And
this book already has more characters than all four of those combined, I feel like.
Vicious is Vengeful the second one. Vengeful does get a little crazy towards the end. Like,
Vengeful throws a lot. Yeah, Vengeful throws a lot of people. This one,
and Victor's just out here like cherry picking people left and right. Like, you're coming with me.
Yeah, but this one is throwing a lot at you, and I didn't realize until after that we started reading this that this is technically a follow-up to another series.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of purists out there that say you need to read the other trilogy before this one, but they are technically standalones in certain aspects. But as of right now, this is only the first book in what I would assume is going to be most likely another trilogy.
Yeah, I think there are 2 books out in this.
I don't think so. I think this is currently the only one for this series that's out. I may be mistaken, but I feel like when I looked at it, it's the only one. But as you said, all the covers kind of look the same for Darker Shade of Magic as well as The Fragile Threads.
I think when I was reading about what was happening with the Vicious series, I just kept seeing that she was contracted for this trilogy. So I think that's why in my mind I thought there was more. But
yeah, that's nice too that they're doing the third.
Oh yes, thank God, because I was really worried. Everything I was reading online,
a lot of people thought it was going to stop at a duology.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of expecting that. I didn't want to get into
I will
it.
say everything I read online said that like the publisher wasn't saying that she was contracted for a third book in that series, and that V.E. Schwab was like, I feel like I could be done. Like, I feel like we left in a good spot. And I was like, I don't feel like we left in a good spot. I feel like I have so many questions, ma'am. So many.
Guess we'll get them answered. I'll
Probably not.
probably listen to both of those again once that
Before
third
the
one
third
comes
one.
out,
Yeah.
just to sharpen up, because I really did enjoy those.
Oh, yeah, and I really
But
liked the narrators for those as well. I don't remember who it was, but I just remember his voice being very soothing and very
yeah,
ominous, which was very good for that
which,
series.
speaking of narrators, for the fragile threads of Fowers,
Yeah.
we have the goats.
And I will say the third narrator, I know that you haven't read anything, but I also think she's phenomenal.
That's fine. But we have Kate Redding and Michael Kramer
You know, it's so funny. I went to high
reading.
school with a girl named Kate Redding, and I know it's not the same one.
Now, this is an older lady. You are not the same age.
But she is, I mean, she really, I think she's a doctor, so she could
But-
really do it all. I mean, Frida McFadden writes books. She could be an audiobook narrator. Who knows?
But yeah, so we got Michael Kramer, Kate Redding. Don't remember the third person's name.
But
I no
those of
longer
you
care.
Who do care? I don't know what her name is either.
Oh, phenomenal. Thanks. She really took the time to give you that answer.
But she does also narrate Divine Rivals. I will say it did take me a second because that's the only thing I've heard her do, and I listened. That's a duology, so I listened to that. I was very committed and invested in that story. So it did take me a second to not picture. Kit is the man. What is her name? I can't remember what her name is, but I could just picture my girl from Divine Rivals, and this little girl that she narrates is a 6-year-old. So that was really hard to like separate for a second.
Oh, you're talking about In Fragile Threads of Power.
In Fragile Threads of Power.
Yes.
The narrator that I enjoy narrates a 6-year-old, where like I'm used to.
Yeah. Or 7.
Or 7. She's
We
not
don't
sure.
know.
She thinks she's closer to 7 because she thinks she's getting closer to the solstice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, Michael Kramer and Kate Redding read Stormlight Archive. So they are very ingrained deeply in the fantasy world, as considered to be some of the best narrators for the fantasy genre in general. So when I had no idea who read this book at all. I wasn't going to get it on audiobook, but then I was able to get it from the library. So I decided to do that because we do have physical copies. So I was just going to read it that way. But this is definitely the better option already. I got a little giddy. I had to pause it, and I jumped around a little bit. I shook it a little. I hid in the corner and shook it. I was
throwing in the corner, babe. Shake it out in this house all you want.
I was at work. I was throwing it back in the corner. It was worth it. I got so excited. I had to pause it. Yeah. Well, the only thing that gets me is there is a character in Fragile Threads named Alucard, and it keeps throwing me off because there is a land in Stormlight called Alethkar. And hearing Michael Kramer read that, I'm thinking I'm in the Cosmere and not riding around in V.E. Schwab's mind. Yeah. So I do get a little stuck in that, but
I'm very confident. Those minds are both very weird, but very different.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. I think Brandon Sanderson seems like a wonderful person, and I know his stories are like very rich, but I just don't see him writing an angry vampire lesbian cult book.
He might. Depends on if V.E. Schwab dies early and needs somebody to finish their stories. Brandon Sanderson will take over.
I hope not.
I'm just saying he will.
I'm sure
he'll take a vacation and write 8 books. Why not? He'll just take care of it. He'll lay it down for you.
Well, that was just a standalone book. I don't think she's going to write that again. But...
Maybe he will. Maybe he'll just maybe he's writing fanfic on Wattpad.
You know what?
He might write the next Manacled.
That's a controversial book. I haven't read it, but I just see it the other day because they already have special editions out of it. No.
Alchemized?
Alchemized.
Yes.
Yeah. They already have special editions out for
Did they release it as a special edition?
I don't know.
Sprayed edges and shit? Or are you talking about a special edition?
Like, I don't know. I didn't think the original one came out with sprayed edges. Maybe it
I
did.
thought it
just
did.
missed it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I picked that boy up. Whew, thing is thick.
It's like barely 1,000 pages, I think.
Oh, I don't know. The one I picked up was intense. Maybe I'm thinking of a different book. The Harry Potter fanfic. That book was thick.
Yeah.
It's thicker than all the Harry Potters not put together. That's a bit dramatic. But definitely bigger than the biggest one. Maybe they just made. I didn't open the book, so maybe the font was just bigger on the ones I was looking at.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's probably not near as long as you think.
It felt pretty heavy. I felt like I could have used it as a weight.
Well, yeah, it's a moderately large book, but I don't think it's as long as you think it is.
That's probably true.
We'll say that.
It's true for.
But so Fragile Threads, you made it through. There's like 15 parts to this book. She broke. There's at least 12. I flipped a page once and I saw 12. So it's gonna take a while. It's broke down into a lot of pieces. You are through part one.
I had to finish the Windy City series this week. I had to.
I mean, I'm only at the end of part 2.
Yeah.
But I'm 5 hours into the audiobook. So I think the parts start getting a bit smaller.
Oh yeah.
They got to start getting smaller. I'm a quarter of the way through and I'm only on part 2.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's going to start breaking it down a little bit smaller and jumping around a lot more, most likely, because there's time skips here and there. It takes place. This book takes place 7 years after the occurrences of Darker Shades of Magic. That's where the 7-year period comes from.
Got you. There's 12 parts. I checked.
So 12 is the last one.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm 2 hours in. Well, don't kill it. It'll just spawn.
It'll spawn another one. I think there's one upstairs too. I think we just have a perpetual one in both spots.
Oh, one upstairs, one downstairs.
There's got to be. Nothing we can do about it.
RPG and we don't know.
Maybe.
I have some complaints if that's the case.
So there's 12 parts. Okay. That gives us that. So yeah, they're definitely going to get smaller. If I'm a quarter of the way through, audiobook wise, they have to get smaller. The math wouldn't be mathing at that point. So you have to lead the charge on this. So I try not to say anything that is not where you've made it to yet.
Okay, so we'll just start at the beginning, and I'll just.
Yeah, we know a few characters.
Did you write down the names? Because I did not.
Oh, so we start out. You get very quick 5 names. Well, 4 names and basically a title. Your first section, you get Corsica and Lark.
Yes.
Which is the 6 or 7-year-old along with Lark, they don't specify his age,
like teen.
but he's an older boy, and she kind of sees him as like a brother type of thing.
Yeah.
And then so far, the only mention of the Tinkerer, Tess, which
I can't wait to hear more about her.
She's going to be crazy because she can see the threads of power. So that's her thing.
So I feel like she's going to be very important.
And she can grab them and weave them. So she's the Tinkerer. She works at Haskins' place.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, did they say he's dead or he's just not there?
He never existed.
He never existed. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Because she was like, even in this made-up fictional world, we don't trust women, which is one of my biggest pet peeves in the fantasy world. Like, why is it in every fantasy?
Even when a woman's writing the story?
Like, why is the patriarchy still there? Can we just, like, get rid of it one time?
Yeah.
But no, she
Brandon Sanderson does that.
Good. Yeah, we'll talk about her more. We'll come back to that.
So, yeah, so she works for Haskins, and she does all that stuff. And then our third section, right off rip, you get the merchant's son.
This is pissing me off.
They don't tell you his name. Meghan's upset about that.
Yes, because there's so many people. Like, just give me a name.
That one was just 3. But also, so then the next section leads into talking about Alucard Emery, who, once you learn more about him, he's awesome.
Well, I was gonna say I really like him off rip.
He's just gonna keep getting better.
Oh, good.
Right?
I like that
because
things are gonna happen. Who else?
He's got a little heated rivalry situation going on.
With the king.
Mm.
Oh, I can't wait,
girl. So the Merchant Son, that's backed up straight to Alucard's chapter, and like you said, you thought that the Merchant Son was Alucard.
Yes, okay.
Because you kind of missed the part where they switched to the next chapter.
Yes, because I didn't hear him say like.
And because it went straight from Michael Kramer reading one to another chapter.
Yeah.
Whereas the other three were all three of them in a row.
And the Merchant chapter ends with like, and we did. And then I just missed him saying 3, and then the next chapter starts off Alucard, and I was like, oh, so that's his name.
First word is literally Alucard. It leads Alucard Emery.
Yeah.
But that was the first time that it stayed the same narrator.
Yeah.
Because it's not just sticking to the same order of this one.
Yeah.
It's not doing that.
Yeah,
so
not male, female.
Yeah. So Michael Kramer will most likely read all of the male driven chapters versus Kate Redding reading all of the, I would assume, the older female chapters, because the woman that you said, she read the young girl.
I haven't heard her since, though.
She hasn't, yes, but that's what I'm saying. She might be the only reading Corsica's chapters.
I just thought maybe she just was reading the prologue, because the little girls.
Was that considered a prologue?
I think so, because when
I thought that was one. I didn't look at the book, so
I only looked at the book this morning, and like technically that chapter came and then it said part 1. So I'm wondering if maybe she's just like a prologue epilogue person.
I don't know.
I hate when they do that sometimes. It's just like,
yeah, because I mean, well, she also introduced the book. She announced it and then read who. She said it was read by all three of them, but I guess if she is reading the prologue and the epilogue, I would still consider her.
I wonder if she read. We'll have to go back and look for next week, but I wonder if she read the first series. So they had her introduce this.
Maybe.
Like, I wonder if it was like a nice little.
Yeah,
nod.
Didn't even think. Yeah, didn't even consider that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that those are like the first 4 that they rattle off real quick. They don't. You don't really get into a lot of the pirate stuff. The other people that I know are in part 2.
No, the captain's in part 1.
Different captain. Have you met Delilah?
No, the chapter before that. But I don't remember
That's what I'm saying. You have not met Delilah. That's the captain that I'm talking about currently.
Yeah.
Not Maris.
Right,
the captain of the Foray Strauss.
Yes. Yeah, because
she's a badass bitch.
Yeah, because I was gonna start part 2, but then our son was asleep, so I was like, well, this seems like the place for me to stop.
Okay. So so we start with Corsica and Lark. We've got Corsica, who is a 6 or 7-year-old child, and
don't you dare.
She's a thief. She's just thieving, stealing shit.
Yeah,
she loves a good sugar cube. But she is in the time of when they're stifling the magic.
Yes.
Yes.
But she is hoping, because Lark had like a weird fever and then had magic. She's like hoping maybe hers will come in later. So she's like, every night she wakes up and she's like,
yes. And the mom is being real shitty about it. Her mom is trying to sell old girl for her magic in the hopes that she gets the magic. She's going to be like, oh, here, trying to sell the girl off for it.
I will say, though, I did think it was very interesting that the creepy man she was trying to sell her daughter off to, which, like, also, I know it would happen because people do crazy things for money, and I would assume that in a world where magic existed and was accessible like this, people would do insane things to have it, and they kind of allude to that just in the first chapter.
Oh, it's not even alluded to. It's straight up talked about.
Yeah, that these people are like,
they etch the runes and the spells into their skin,
knowing full well it's going to go wrong at some point,
and just in hopes of harnessing some magic.
Yeah, for a little bit. But the fact that she's like, well, I know there's something. There's something going on with her. I can tell she's got something special, so I'm going to sell her in hopes to get more magic. And I'm like, this is insane.
I was really hoping for more and I hope that we do get to see more about that time, because I want to see about the etching of that shit. Like, I thought that was going to be more prevalent in the story versus where they jump from that to the next time and they're like, oh well, the current king is not stifling the power, and now everybody should have magic by the age of 6 or 7. That's pretty much how it works. They instead
But
of
they're not, and that's a problem. Something is wrong.
yeah,
Something is broken. But I will say before we move on, I really need to know if this little girl, she like runs in the wood, finds a dead man. I'm really gonna hope that we loop back to that. Like, why is there a dead man in the forest?
for fun.
And like, also, she made some real ominous things, said a lot of weird things about the forest being alive and that you don't go in. And it was given like forbidden forest, like Voldemort eating the unicorn blood vibes. And she's like, I'm gonna risk it because it's either taking my chances with the forest or get sold into slavery or whatever. So I'm
Yeah,
really hoping we come back around to that because I have a lot of follow-up
there's probably
questions.
going to be another time jump backwards at some point.
Yeah.
I would assume that at some point we will hear about a 14, 15-year-old girl, or around that time frame, being that it's
Yeah.
been 7 years. We're going to have
Yeah.
a 13 or 14-year-old girl. Somebody's going to mention one.
Plot twist. What if it's Tess? That'd be crazy. Because Tess is not that old. Which
Yeah,
leads us to the next chapter of Tess, right?
yeah. Tess
Yeah.
was next, the tinkerer.
Tess made this entire fake storefront.
Yeah, just so she could fix things with her power,
Yeah, she could
basically.
see
The
the
threads.
literal threads of magic. And so when something is broken, she can basically pinpoint what's wrong with the magic, take it out or repair it or whatever. But she put a man's name on it because she knew nobody would believe her. And then I really enjoyed that, like the first couple years the store was open, she would just go find old men and pay them to sit
Oh
in
yeah,
the
just
back.
sit in the back. Yeah,
And she's like, "Oh, he's back there. He's back
yeah, yeah.
there."
The people would show up, and she'd just be like, "Oh, he's busy. What can
Yeah.
I do for you?" And they're like,
And then she was
"Oh,
like, "I'm not paying these old men anymore. I'm just
yeah."
gonna put some boxes up."
Like, "Oh, he's busy." But what? No, I forgot. I didn't write it down. It, she only says that she can fix clocks
Clocks, locks,
and
and household shrink and household
household
items.
yeah.
Yeah,
So when she's fucking around, like a guy actually walks in, and she can see the magic emanating off of him as well, along with whatever item he brought in. It's like, is it a dagger?
he
I forget. It
no.
was a
So
weapon.
she was working oh, was it a weapon?
He brought in a weapon, didn't
No, I think she was working on a weapon. Somebody had brought her a weapon, and
he?
she's, like, going to
Yeah,
weave
she had
this.
one on the
Yeah.
desk, but he
I
also brought her something.
I thought it was, like I pictured a c maybe I'm picturing it wrong, which happens a lot sometimes, which is why I really enjoy fan art. So if anybody does fan art, please continue because people like me need it. But I pictured it like a cuff because she says it's, like, what happens to people to, like, suppress their magic because he is taking it to her in hopes that she'll unweave it and it won't contain his magic anymore because they say it's like a punishment worse than death to have your to know you have magic and have it taken away from you. And that's what he has, and it's super illegal for her to do what she's about to do. So she looks at him and she's like, "Is this a clock, a lock, or a household item?" And
He's like, yeah, and he
he's like,
says,
"You tell me if
you
you."
clearly know what it is. And she says, oh, it kind of looks like a clock to me.
And
So
then she
she's
just
like,
said,
we can fix that.
and then she
I thought
has
it was a
this.
weapon. That's
I
fine.
don't know.
That's fine.
We'll have to go back and look.
I don't know.
Yeah, the way she, like, explained what it was, I thought I pictured, like, a cuff, but maybe it is, like, a weapon that they have, because he's supposed to be very dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, I'm, like, really nervous for her, like, I know she's got, like, this very special power, but she did allude to the fact that if anybody knew that that is how she was fixing stuff, they would try to kidnap her or kill her.
She
Yeah, and that's part of the reason she has this fake old man is because she doesn't want people to know it's actually her fixing everything and how she's fixing it. So I'm a little nervous for her, but I'm also hoping that her power is just like so much better than everyone else's that she's going to be
I'm
okay
sure
the whole time.
she's gonna be fine. She's on the cover.
Oh, that's her?
I would assume.
There's lots of ladies in here. I didn't
but
know.
she's got the threads,
Oh, that's true.
and
I didn't know
she's
about
wearing a hood. Tinkerers wear hoods.
I feel like everyone in a fantasy world wears a cloak. And I would also like to say,
I said hood, not
yes,
cloak.
I know, but she's probably wearing a cloak.
It's just a hood.
I would just like to say that I would like to know how much these cloaks cost, because as somebody who made a poncho, which is very close to like a cloak, very similar vibes, that shit is expensive and hard to make. Probably not as hard as like an actual jacket, but they always talk about everybody having these elaborate cloaks and then them weaving magic into it. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
that's gotta be so expensive and take so much time.
Couple of gold pieces.
I'm telling you, seamstresses in fantasy worlds, I really feel like clean up good. And nobody
Getting
ever
ripped
talks
off.
about that. That's a cozy one I want. A cozy fantasy about a seamstress.
I'm sure there's one
weaving
out
in
there.
that shit.
There's got to be one out there. It's probably a lit RPG somewhere. There's got to be.
If not, we're gonna have to write it, I think.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good. Cozy seamstress. We'll write that down.
Book ideas.
We'll get the layout sometime next week.
Next week. That's quite ambitious.
We'll have 3 characters named. Okay, so then we go to the next chapter, which leads us to the merchant's son, who he has. We don't know his name. You do not know his name except that he's the merchant's son, and he wants to
be a hero. So he's
yes, but he wants to
help the rebellion.
he wants to take number 3. Kill the king.
Oh,
He wants to kill the king personally.
He wants the king to resign.
He wants to kill the king.
I don't know that he said that where I'm at.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Because he runs away from his dad, and he's like, he needs to answer, and he's like, oh, he needs to be dead, and he's like, well, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like he was gonna kill.
He's gonna go. He wants to straight up go kill the king.
Oh.
Why do you think he's leaving? He wants to be a part of it.
Well, I think he's leaving because he's a moron. Personally,
we'll have to go look. I'm pretty sure he straight up says or his dad looks at him and says something. He wants to go kill the king.
His dad's like, so you're gonna kill the king, and he's like, no, the king is a noble man. He'll just step aside, and he's like, you're an idiot if you think this is ending in anything other than bloodshed. He's like, no, the king's not gonna have to die. And I'm like, no, your dad's 100% right. What you are doing is going to end in murder. But he's like, he's obsessed with these pirate hero books, and like the hero just like skates through, and it's a novel, and so like everybody does the honorable thing, and he's just like naively optimistic that joining this rebellion, which I cannot wait to learn more about, because I think it's wild that every member of the rebellion has a handprint scar on their ribs, and I would really like to know more about that.
It's the sex thing.
No, it's not. Are you serious?
What else would it
be? You're messing with me. That's not real. It's not. No, it's not. Is it?
I don't know. Read.
Schwab is weird. She's not that weird.
Read part 2 and find out.
I will. I'm gonna. The first thing I'm gonna say next week is that is not a sex thing. But I'm interested to know whose hand it is, because it's got to be the lead.
What?
I don't know. You're being weird.
It's the hand of God. It's Castiel. He's the one who raised him from perdition.
Oh my gosh. But I'm really interested to hear about that. And like the fact that he basically joined the rebellion because some hot girl was like, you should do it.
As you should.
He's an idiot. And I am convinced after
he's the hero.
He had 2 parts in part 1. I am convinced after both of his parts, he is 100% becoming a villain. I don't know when, but yes, because
not merchant son, man number 3.
Well, first of all, the fact that we don't know his name,
no,
I think confirms my point.
Man number 3 is always a hero.
Nope, he is definitely going to be a villain. He is already willing to do things like heroes are supposed in stories, and I know a lot of it is about like how it's narrated, but heroes are supposed to be people who have this unwavering moral compass that eventually leads them to make questionable decisions in the name of whatever it is that they're doing. But they'll always sacrifice their mission to save people. It's like the hero's whole thing. He does not have that. He does not have that moral compass. He is like, he wants the glory and he doesn't seem to care that
he's a hero.
That he needs. Yes, but you can't. It's like he wants to be famous and he's just saying he wants to be a hero. And that is going to lead him to be like Lex Luthor or like the Joker. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna continue to make terrible decisions.
Man number 3 is a hero.
He is not. I am stating it right now. He will be a problem and he will be a villain.
I hope that somehow
he turns out to be.
He's truly the hero.
The king
he actually is the hero of the entire story. That would be crazy.
I just think she has mentioned that he wants to be a hero too many times, but he does not actually stick to any moral or ethic. There's no code. Heroes always have a code.
Not always.
It feels like
they try to. The reason I'm calling him man number 3 is because in his next chapter, he joins a gang of pirates to kind of move along in his journey.
Yeah,
type
of
thing.
The rebellion.
Yeah, to get going, and they don't want to share names. So the one guy looks at him and says, "Well, there's 3 of us. I was here first. He was here second. You joined third. So it was man 1, 2, and 3.
Did you watch One Tree Hill?
How much of it?
Before the 5-year jump. There's like a scene where like Lucas and Nathan hate each other and they're like stuck in the back of the car and he's like, I'm Thing. And then he's like, well, I'm Thing 1. And he's like, let me guess, you're Thing 2. And he's like, no, I'm the third. And I really thought that's how that scene was going to go. It's like, and he's like, what? He's like, yeah, because I'm the third. And they just like look at him like, you're an idiot.
Oh, because he's the third.
Thing 1, and instead of being Thing 2, he's the third, so he's Thing 3. I don't know. It's a very niche.
Had to be there.
Reference.
Had to be there.
Had to be there.
R.I.P. Keith. So yeah, he goes to be a pirate, and they decide to rob the sea merchant, the boat that is called the Foray Strauss, which
sounds amazing.
Sounds immaculate. It is one of the most heavily warded boats on the water.
It's really hard to find. I know they find it really easy, but it's supposed to be like very hard to find, very exclusive.
Yes, like kind of like invite only type of merchant shop.
And even after you get your invite, you still have to prove yourself at the door. Also, I have learned, just like a fun little fact for anybody that reads fantasy, I didn't realize this until I listened to like an ACOTAR podcast. That thresholds are very important in fantasy, especially novels. So anytime somebody mentions like the word threshold, you should clock that. I didn't realize that until I started listening to that podcast, and like the 2 girls are literary people, and apparently in literature that's like a very like key point, that like when you enter this threshold, something is going to happen, a character change, or like you're going to be put on a path that you can't come back from, which I feel is about to hit my point home, because they go through this threshold and man 3 leaves everybody for dead. Just heroes don't do that.
He got what he came for.
Yes, but heroes,
and now he's got to go kill the king.
Heroes
and be a
don't
hero.
leave everyone for dead.
He didn't know those men. He didn't know those 2 people.
Heroes don't care.
One of them was alive.
Oh,
one of them was alive when he left. He was 50-50. It's fine.
He should have gone back for him. You don't leave a man
behind.
Man
number 3 is a hero. Yeah, but that's where we meet Maris, who is the captain of the Foray Strauss, and she's a She's a lot of woman.
She's a lot of them. I also think it's important to say that you can't get on this ship by just like paying your way. You have to give like a magical item.
Yeah, you have to give something like that's important
Yeah.
to you or that you have to barter.
Yeah.
All three of them. I don't remember. I didn't write down what they gave, but yeah, they all three gave something.
Man number 3.
Yeah.
I remember what he gave because he was really sad about it. He gave this like ball with smoke in it, and if you ask it, "Am I gonna die today?" It'll turn black if the answer is yes, and it won't do anything if the answer is no. So he like asks it real quick before he gives it over, and it doesn't turn. He's like, ah,
He does it in his mind.
yeah, but he still asks
It might not even work that way.
Oh,
Who knows?
think of that.
Who knows? But I don't think he died that day. But
He Merchant Son or man number 3 has the power of the wind.
Mhm.
I do feel like that's an important detail that he is magical, but the rebellion that he is now fighting for, because I feel like this is gonna be important later, maybe, I don't know,
Mhm.
is saying that even though the king has lifted all the restrictions on the magic, it's not coming back. Like people aren't becoming magical as quickly as they used to before it was restricted. And so this whole movement of people think that the king is rotten and is spoiling something, so magic is punishing the people.
Mm.
Which I think is a very interesting take.
Kill the king.
Kill the king. So that's why they want to kill the king. I feel like that's important.
Kill John
Which
Lennon.
I think it's very interesting that he specifically joined it, because you would think
He's a hero.
people that have magic wouldn't care, because this movement's not supposed to be super big. It's like, we're keeping an eye on it, but it's not anything crazy. And you would think that the magical people wouldn't join in without any actual proof yet, because there isn't any. It's just speculation, like, oh, so and so, and all of this, and we just think that this is happening. But there's no actual proof.
Mhm.
And he's just doing it because some hot girl was like, "You should do it." And he was like, "For show."
Yeah, man number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's both parts about man number 3 and Merchant Son. So we get to Alucard.
Which this is a very jarring, because just as Jake says, man number 3 wants to kill the king. Where Alucard, on the other hand, is definitely sleeping with the king or was previously sleeping with the king.
He is the personal guard of the king. That is what you know early on.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people make references because he starts his time in a brothel.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, oh, is the king's bed getting cold? Like, he didn't want to be with the... So, like, it's heavily implied he's sleeping with the king. So it was a very jarring... Me thinking this was man number 3. I was like, wait, I didn't think you liked the king, to now we're sleeping with the king. So that's kind of when I was like,
Yeah, that'll get you.
this is not the same person.
Yeah, so Alucard uses the owner of the brothel for information.
She sounds lovely. I like her.
Yeah, so
hear more about her.
So he takes her into the room, and she pushes him up against the wall, starts trying to make out with him, and he's like, "You know why I'm here." And then she steps back and just derobes, completely nude, right in front of him, just tits out, just full bush, everything.
I feel like it's important to say too that the owner of the brothel is like, she's the get. Like, she's the owner because everybody wants to sleep with her.
Yeah, she's also the top girl.
Yeah, she is like,
yeah,
she's the epitome of what everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
So that is in part how she got to own the brothel, because she's the merchandise that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet you she derobes, like, come on, because she knows she's hot shit.
Yeah. Well, they've also, I would assume that they've never actually had sex before.
No, probably
because he
not.
Doesn't want that.
No, he definitely.
There's not a cock and balls there, so he's not looking for that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just funny that they end up playing like fucking chess, essentially, like their version of chess,
like the hardest version of chess ever.
And he's just letting her win, essentially. He says he's not very good. She's way better than him.
Yeah.
And he just uses it to gain more information, keep her talking by making bad moves a lot of the time to make her say something, and then
Yeah, he intentionally is trying to annoy her.
He's using it in that way. Does it mention? Does she ever put her clothes back on, or does she play this game naked?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't clock that. I just assumed she sat there naked and did it.
Yeah, I would say
Because
she
I feel like
probably would.
if you're the owner of a brothel and you're the person that everybody wants, you're probably seeing a lot of clients.
Oh yeah,
So you're
just kind of
probably
there.
just like, why would I have clothes on?
Yeah, you're just letting it happen. So
Like,
yeah,
I'm super hot. Why would I put clothes on?
yeah.
Yeah.
So she does that.
And she doesn't really give him anything. He like comes in because as we've kind of referred to, like the rebellion mark is like a handprint on the ribs. So obviously, you're sleeping with people. It'd be very. You could clock that pretty quick.
Just straight up asked her, and she's like no, and he said, "Can you be sure?" She said, "Yeah, I know what a handprint looks like."
And they're definitely naked.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure.
Dumbass.
Basically.
Stupid fucking Alucard.
Yeah.
Little dumb bitch.
And then he gets followed home. I thought his magic was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he's like going home, he can like see people's magic like through colors. Like almost I just pictured like Tony Stark like shining but different colors. Like orbs in their I know that's not right, but like that's what I pictured when they described it. And I really enjoy that the kings always shine gold. I thought that was interesting because he's like, ugh, these people again. He's like ready to go. He's like, oh, I've been waiting for a fight. This is so great. And then he's like, ugh, they're just babysitting me. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
His backstory sounds horrific, though.
Well, of course. To be the king's guard.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta have some crazy shit go on to get to that point.
Yeah, I guess you don't get there dedicating your life to another person in a kingdom without something going wrong. But I did think it was interesting that he referenced a fever that his brother had that like took out a lot of people. That's the same fever that they reference in the prequel that
for Lark.
That Lark goes through and he makes it out fine. Why Oh, is that going to be important? Why are you giving me those eyes?
I don't know.
I hate when you do this.
What?
You're just. I feel like if you played poker, you'd be really good.
I haven't even read this book.
Stop it.
I was on Spark Notes.
No, you were not.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little like nod to why it was a fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, his whole family basically dying. I did think it was sweet though that he was like, I must have gotten drunk and told the king that I want my family's house one day. And the next day he just fixed it. And I'm like, well, I don't really know what your guys' relationship is, but it sounds like he's really willing.
Oh yeah.
Do whatever you want. It sounds like he's very smitten with you.
He wants to keep him around.
I was like, I'm not sure what is happening, what your dynamic is. Can't wait to see them interact. But I'm like, he seems like he's gonna be like a very overprotective kind of. Let me just fix everything for you. Kind of
the
guy.
king, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like that happens a lot in fantasy books. Like the king or whoever is like has the most power. They're just like, I'm just gonna fix it. Like that's just. I'm the most important, so let me do this for you.
Yeah.
It always backfires, but I'm interested to see how it goes for him. Yeah. And their true dynamic. I think that's all that really happened in his section.
Yeah, I mean it jumps to can't remember the owner's name. Jumps to her perspective, and she's going to her office, and somebody's in there, tries to jump her.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize when they were like describing her and they describe all of these pins in her hair that she has all these pins in her hair as weapons. And I was like, oh, that's smart because you would still have those in your hair if you were fully naked. And like, obviously she's a smart girl. Like she owns her own business that is very profitable. I do not like this man that was in her office, though, I will tell you that.
Yeah, he was like the owner of a rival brothel sort of thing, or he was having a party and he One of the
No, you're right.
yeah,
It's a
he was
rival.
yeah, that's what. And he wanted some of her girls
Mhm.
on loan. He wanted to loan out
Yeah, and
some of
his
her
brothel
girls.
is, like, real weird. It like you know what it reminded me of? I know you've never watched this, but it reminded me of Gossip Girl because there's this, like, weird rich gossip there's this weird rich club that, like, Chuck Bass ends up getting in that his dad was in, and it's, like, basically a brothel that moves from different spots, and it's, like, invite only, and it's, like, an exclusive club.
Nice.
Chuck ends up, like, weirdly getting in it. I don't know, some weird subplot, but that's how they describe his brothel as, like, it moves to
Yeah.
different locations all the time,
And they
and
always have different girls.
they always have different girls,
The
and they
fare is never the
also
same twice. That's, he says something along those lines.
yeah, the garden and the flowers are never the same. But I did but they did say it's not like they're not vetting the men coming in. It's still a you just show up
Still
and
skis palace.
you come in and I'm just like, and she brings up a really good point. She's like, I'm not giving you my girls. Like, we know who comes in here. We trust them and like they're safe. I can't guarantee their safety if they go with you. And he's like, sure you can. No, I don't trust
Yeah.
you. You broke into her office and you're being real creepy.
hmm
Also,
That becomes a theme. People breaking into stuff,
well,
offices
it
and
seems
everything
like
too.
there's no rules in this world,
Yeah,
so.
there's a couple. Depends on which world you're in.
Also, she has like they reference this in Tessa's chapter because she like fixes one for someone, like this secret keeper. It's like an orb and you like can tell it your secrets and it like holds it because she has one. And I wonder if it's the same one, but probably not. She must, I don't know. That would be cute little like if it really was like if she just gone to test to fix it. But you like tell it your secrets and it like changes colors and then it keeps
Yeah.
it. But he tries to break it, and I'm like, "What is in there?" Also, is it like the thing in Harry Potter where like Dumbledore like takes out his memories and puts them in the pensive, and then and it doesn't stay in there, or like you just see it how it truly was? Like, is it like that? Because otherwise, I don't really understand the appeal unless like once you say it in there, you can't say it anymore. Because that would be
We'll probably find out a little bit more
interesting.
about them.
Yeah. And which person has the power that people can't lie to them? Is that the merchant's son? He has that power and the wind.
Oh, I don't know.
Mm. I'm trying to keep track of everyone's powers because I know they're going to come in handy. And I don't think she has any powers. The creepy brothel owner is fucking Elsa with his little
I don't recall.
frozen powers because he freezes this door shut and then he tries to freeze her hand, which like rude. You're going to come in here and ask for a favor
Yeah.
and then also assault her. Like, get out of here, bro. Nobody needs that energy. He seems like the worst. I did appreciate that. She said, if you take him, I'm charging you double. And I was like, good for you. But I wonder if she'll go. Or if like I wonder what the business structure is if she'll ask the girls like who wants to go or if she'll just assign them.
That's not, I don't know. That's not that. I don't know. We'll have to look it up later. I don't recall anybody saying that they can't be lied to.
Well, they can lie, but they can like clock it immediately. I don't know. I thought it was maybe the merchant son. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a skill, not like magical. Maybe it's just like a skill that he has that people can't lie to him.
I don't recall.
Yeah, but I don't think she has any powers. I don't think they don't say if the boat captain has powers. I don't know. But her boat is magical, so I feel like she would have powers.
Maybe.
So I think that's
Maybe it's the other two.
Oh, her nephews.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they have all the power. Even though they're fucking losers.
I think her one nephew's about to die.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Guess we'll find out.
But I think that's all. Those are all the characters we talked about, right? That's everybody we met?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
That you've met, yeah.
That's all that I've met.
That's why I can't. That's the problem. Oh, we didn't read at the same pace on this one, so
I'm sorry.
I'm not telling you anything.
There are also different Londons. There's a red London.
4 of them.
Yeah.
And they can somehow pass freely amongst the world. Certain people can. They haven't really touched on that much yet, because that's where different characters are from different places.
Yes.
So, and you'll get to, once you hit part 2, you'll see more people from different London.
Okay. Yeah, because I think so far we've had a red London and we've referenced black London.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that.
Yes.
The other ones.
Alucard is in red.
Okay.
That's where him and his king is the red.
One is in red.
Maybe.
Because I've only heard them reference a black London as in like, oh,
Maybe.
in black London this happened.
Maybe. You also didn't notice when a chapter changed.
That's
so
true. So maybe I can't be trusted.
Yeah. Maybe. You never know.
Never know. Yeah. I'm going to try to be better this week. This is the only book I'm going to read and I'm going to focus on it. What?
Thought I heard a noise.
Oh.
Our child's sleeping.
I know. But I did finish the Windy City series and I did cry.
That's great.
Yeah.
You finished the whole series?
Oh, sorry, just the third book. What was it? Caught up.
Catched up.
Catched up.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about? What else have we been doing?
I've been trying to make these velvet pants, and I think I'm going to cut out everything that I did and just start over.
Yeah.
Because I think I have enough fabric that if I cut that out and redo the waist, I'd still be fine. So I think I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
And start making your book sleeve, I think, this week or next. That's really all I got.
I'm going to build a table.
You're going to build a table? What kind of table?
Well, it's a game. Technically, it's a gaming table. I don't know how much I'm gonna build the one that you can open it up and it has the vault on the inside, as they say. I'm gonna do it very, very rough imagination of what I'm gonna do.
This may be a dumb question.
What?
But you know how I buy patterns on Etsy? Can you buy blueprints on Etsy for that?
Buy them online.
Well, have you looked at a blueprint for that? Maybe that would help.
I already have a full idea of how I'm gonna do it. All I have to do is buy the wood and put it together.
Fair enough.
Fully understand how I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to be the only one using the vault.
That's true.
Because I'm making this table 8 foot long.
Yeah.
By 3 foot wide.
Yeah.
So that way we can have 2 games of Magic going at the same table at one time. Mm-hmm. If I need to. 2 Commander games.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to use it for puzzles too.
That's going to be the inside of the table. It has a vault on it.
Right.
The top comes off to have the inside. And then I can put stuff on the inside. Whether it be a puzzle or a board game. That sort of thing. Because some of these solo games that I have can take a very long time to play. So I can put them on the inside of the table.
Too bad we don't live closer to Josh Hutcherson. I bet you could get into that game.
Twilight Imperium.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
No. I feel like you're lying.
You heard it here, folks. Fuck.
What did you say?
What do you think it's called?
I don't know. I thought
No, tell me what's it called. Galaxy something? Yep, that's exactly the name of the game.
The Hitchhiker's Guide Through the Galaxy.
That is a book.
And I think also it's the movie Josh Hutcherson is in.
I don't think so.
Oh, he's not in that one. He's in another one. It took place in space.
Thora.
Oh. Which is like the knockoff Jumanji.
Yes, it was Jumanji in space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to build that because currently if I want more people to sit at the table, I need to add an extra table, and I don't like that. And I figured since I'm going to make it, once it's sealed off on the top, then you can use it for your stuff. You just put a cutting mat on it, and then boom, you also have a gigantic table. So I'm going to make the top out of really nice wood, so that way it's actually will hold up over time. You just won't be able to pull on it like you do the other table.
Yeah.
We would have to move it in a different fashion so it doesn't break.
Oh, you know what I did think of something else that's exciting.
What?
We get to start Bridgerton on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to text Sean to remind him to make sure that it's on.
Yeah. And we're going to both, because I'm going to force you to participate as well. We're going to drink a new tea.
Oh, we're doing it. We're
each
doing
other.
our teas.
Yeah.
Were there
And you
8
know
teas in there for 8
Yes,
episodes?
there were. And I was thinking, because I really like the influencer Grackle on YouTube. She's I don't know if you remember her, but she
Yes.
did a lot of the high teas that I would watch. She does this thing since she's like become a mom and she doesn't drink. She'll do like tea flights at night and she'll pair it with a little snack. So I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to come up with a little dessert to do every night when we watch it and drink our tea, because I think that'd be fun. Like pair with a little something cute. And then that would also help me for when I, in my imagination, someday run a tea room, bookstore, plant shop.
I guess I'll have to look at the map. The whole, does only half the season come out Saturday? Right?
I think so.
Okay. They're doing half and half,
Yeah,
correct?
they're doing like January 22nd and then February 11th or something.
Okay, I just got to make sure
Yeah.
that I know what
I'll
we're looking
double
for.
check the dates for you, but yeah, it's
That's fine. I know you sent me a thing for it.
yeah.
But
Well, we
yeah.
gotta finish Colin season, and I'm really excited for you to watch.
Yeah, we got 7 more.
Yeah, we also haven't finished the first one, have we?
I don't know. Oh yeah, we jeffed that episode.
We jacked it.
Yeah, we jeffed it. That means you only watch
Like, you gotta explain to people what that means.
when you. I'll make sure that I'll make this into a TikTok and I'll tag him in it.
Yeah.
When you to Jeff an episode, well, to Jeff an episode means that you only watch part of the episode, and this can be. It's more prevalent for movies rather than episodes of television. Because when Jeff and I were roommates in college, if he had even just a 10-minute break in between classes, he would sit down in his chair, turn on either National Treasure or A Knight's Tale, catch 5 to 10 minutes of that said film, turn it off, go to class. So now, if we only watch part of an episode of something and have to turn it off to watch another day, that is called Jeffing an episode. Also, you can use the name Jeff for just about any adjective. Use a lot of the time if you say, "Hey, Jeff, you buddy," that's a replacement word for fuck. That's what we like. That's the way we like to do it. And
it up.
yeah, and also if you want to call somebody a bitch, you can call them a Josh instead. So there's that as well.
A Josh?
Yes, that's another thing from school. That's another day. But yeah, so we jeffed the first episode of Colin's season I'd say about 25 minutes in. So we've got a solid, another 30 to 40 minutes.
Just got pissed.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's basically the equivalent of paint me like one of your French girls.
Mhm.
She's like, dress me like them French girls. And she's about to come out.
Yeah, she wants
in her
to look
greens and her
something
blues.
French.
Yeah.
She's catching a husband this season.
Yeah, she is.
Whether
She
it
was
be
like,
Colin
I'll
or
be
anybody
fucking
else.
damned before I let my sisters tell me what to do.
Yeah, and the best thing is she's going to marry the highest,
The highest rank.
yeah, and of her sisters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to build a table.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get the wood.
I support you.
A couple $100. It's going to be easy to do. Put that together. Got all the tools and everything. I'll just have to carry some shit to the basement.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then get more board games. So anything else? Closing regards, statements? Or should we Jeff this episode too and just stop it right here without telling anybody?
No, I think we should close it out like normal.
Okay.
Yeah. So this has been TBR Together. I'm Megan.
You want me to say my name?
Yeah.
Jake.
Just to say, I'm Jake.
It's Jake. The name is
Jake.
Jacob.
From State Farm.
Never have I worked a job at State Farm. Contrary to popular belief, I've never had an insurance
you are not that
position.
Jake from State Farm.
I owned one singular pair of khakis, no red polos. I do apologize. I don't know what khakis actually are. So, thank you
Have a good day.
and good night.